You know, sometimes it's not a good thing when I take a few days off, because I am just in a rage. I am in a controlled rage right now. You know, Kurt Haskell said, yeah, 18 months ago when they tried to kill him and his wife with the underwear bomber, and he saw the U.S. government agent get him on the plane and everything, he tried to bring it to the FBI. He tried to warn people. Later, the government admitted it was all true. But they don't care. Nobody gets in trouble. They just go forward. Just like the guns in New Mexico. More news out, mainstream news, with sheriffs and prosecutors went public in the El Paso Times, risking their lives yesterday, saying the government lets people ship drugs in here. And they better fear for their lives. Because this country is run by drug-dealing murderers, and above them are eugenics bankers who want the whole planet for themselves and get off on the ultimate power of spiking your food, your water, your drugs, your vaccines with every deadly poison and cancer virus they can. Okay? That's the real world. Okay?
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship, body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. Put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
Hello, friends. Alex Jones here. You all know I've worked for years with Steve Shank and eFoods Direct. I have eFoods for my own emergency food supply. You know, Steve, life is different now for all of us, isn't it?
Very different. People are using this great food to survive the present hurricane season, and we've already had $40 billion worth of damage from floods, storms, quakes, and droughts. And that's just the first 8 months of this year. Natural disasters are newsworthy, but only touch a few of us Americans. The huge issue of the Greatest Depression is on everyone's mind. The unemployment, the loss of homes, lost businesses, and skyrocketing food costs are hitting every American. So everyone needs food security.
Folks, this month you will get free shipping on every food order from eFoods Direct. That's right. Every order gets free shipping starting September 6th. Get stocked up with the best storable foods out there with eFoods Direct and be prepared for any emergency before it happens. To take advantage of this special, call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
The feds, the ATF, who we know bombed Oklahoma City, I've talked to police and others, those that survived that they didn't track down and kill, about the ATF being involved in it. They have now said it might be a car bomb in Michigan. If it gets any attention, it's either a provocateur or purely staged event. There are car bombs and truck bombs all the time in the Southwest, as far north as Dallas, and it literally gets a back of the newspaper blurb when it's a Mexican cartel car bombing or truck bombing. Generally, it's murdering whoever's in the car, more of an assassination-type car bomb or truck bomb, not an offensive one meant to damage a nearby building. So not an asymmetrical warfare, but an assassination bombing. But we'll continue to track this and give you news on it as it unfolds. Continuing here with the news, I knew this, 12 years ago or so when OnStar came out, because I was sent internal memos from within General Motors pointing out that in the future they would use the system to listen to people without warrants and sell the data. A few years after that, of course, people said, that's ridiculous. We're not in a police state. They would get in trouble for that. A few years after that, it came out that the FBI was using OnStar without warrants to listen to people. All it is a cell phone system. Under federal regulation since 1996, it is law that all cell phones be triangulated down to 15 feet via GPS on the cell towers. Not on the cell phone, on the cell towers, it triangulates. And that all cell phones, even when off, be able to be remotely activated to appear they're off, and that you be listened to over the systems. When I was at Bilderberg, all of our cell phones, no matter how much we charged them, would run down within about 30 minutes. And that's because they were being continually used as tracker devices and as audio devices. Then I actually walked into a room there at the hotel as they were throwing us out with men in suits sitting around the table, listening to everyone and talking about everyone they were listening to in and around the hotel. I told the story. I'm sitting there getting Gatorade. It's in the gift shop. They've got the whole back office full and every other major office around the building, just hundreds of spooks walking around. And I hear them going, no, that's not how you dial in an Air Force satellite. You dial it through. No, it's a Navy SMQ-7 scrambler. I told you. There, you got them. All right, they're about to arrive. We've got them. Okay. All right, patch into that. We've got people moving in this area of the hotel. And all of a sudden, I'm looking in, and they get up and slam the door. I wish I'd had a video camera on me. I did have one of those little fake sticks of gum that shoot video, but those things work once when you first buy them if you're lucky. It's like a fake stick of gum that we had, and the technology just gets better and better. A fake Wrigley spearmint gum package that shoots horrible blurry video and takes little photos. But the point is that we covered all of this, and we went on and on and on and on ad nauseum, breaking it all down. And then, of course, they had articles in USA Today saying that when you order a pizza from any of the big companies, they run a background check on you, and they get 25% of the fines and fees if there is a warrant. A lot of times it just categorizes for cops where you're really living if they want to arrest you later, or if you're a high-value target, they send in the police right away. So really, none of this is a surprise, but here it is. OnStar begins spying on customers' GPS location for profit. And this blogger, of course, has an article about it and a copy of it, of the email. And I went and did some looking this morning, and sure enough, people have been sent these. They're now announcing to you that, yes, we share the data with law enforcement. Yes, we're tracking you. Yes, we sell it. And what did the head of the... What did the head of and the founder of Facebook say last year? He said, of course we track and sell everything our users do. And these dumb bleepers trust us. OnStar begins spying on customers' GPS location for profit. I canceled the OnStar subscription on my new GMC vehicle today after receiving an email from the company about their new terms and conditions. While most people, I imagine, would hit the delete button when receiving something as exciting as new terms and conditions, being the nerd sort, I decided to have a personal drooling session and read it instead. I'm glad I did. OnStar's latest, TNC, has some very unsettling updates in it, which include the ability to sell your personal GPS location information, speed, safety belt usage to the insurance company, folks, and other information to third parties, including law enforcement. To add insult to a slap in the face, this has always been the case, the company insists they will continue collecting and selling the personal information even after you cancel your service, unless you specifically shut down the data connection to the vehicle after canceling. Yeah, you've got to go in, have them pull out the dash, and I bought a Chevy Tahoe like a decade ago, and even though I bought it from a family friend out there at, Covert Country in Bastrop, was Roger Raisler, the little brother of the Raisler brothers, former UT football player, a friend of mine from high school. And I was out there, and then when I told him I want people to go in there and unhook that, it was all a big joke and everything. Oh, come on, Alex, we know you're Mr. Conspiracy. And I just said, look, I'm not buying this till I see you open that dash up and unplug the cell phone. And they did it. But still, there were shaking of heads, and this guy's crazy. See, there's a disrespect for people that are informed. People think if they just laugh at something. That Alex Jones says that in 71% of the country's water supplies, the federal government's adding a cocktail of radioactive isotopes in the so-called fluoride solution. Now, if you're a mother, a father, and you hear that, or even if you just care about yourself, you would go just do a search and find out that's true. We've given you the articles, the chapter and verse, the whole 9 yards. By the way, tomorrow we're going to release hidden video from inside the Austin Water Works. Our people got a tour a few years ago, but they were freaked out and said, do not tape anything. Well, it's public. I pay for it. And they don't want you seeing the big bags of fluoride that got skull and crossbones on it, or spots where the fluoride dripped out and ate holes in the ground. We're going to go ahead and release that tomorrow on the nightly news. You see, a normal person finds out they're putting uranium and other radioactive isotopes in your water. You might want to know about that. But hey, a lot of you think a doubling in cancer in the last decade is fun. And the World Health Organization saying we're on track for another doubling. But that's in my stack today. That's why I'm angry. I'm a little upset about a bunch of criminal bankers who think they're God, have taken the world over through fraud, spiking my water, and I got to go through all sorts of back-bending backflips and move out to the country to get away from you people, and still your GMO cross-splicing the food. It's jumping into all the other non-GMO crops. So no matter what I do, it's real funny that within 3 generations, all mammal species fed this become almost completely sterile and have all sorts of mutagenic effects where the babies are born all mutated or retarded. And it's real funny, and the aspartame, can't buy gum at the store that doesn't have it. It's all real funny that almost all the baby monkeys that were fed at the trials in the 70s died. In their mother's milk, they added aspartame and they died. And so your answer is to put it in everything. And I got big articles here about all these women having babies that are born and then die suddenly, and it's linked to the serotonin reuptake inhibitors that are a deadly chemical weapon and causes when they tell women when they're pregnant, take antidepressants, when even in the trials 30-something years ago, hard to believe it's 30 years ago, of Eli Lilly's drug, massive increases in suicide, everything else, and, of course, causing areas of the brain to not develop in the children. So you just give birth to a zombie. Oh, that's real fun, man. This is a nice group of people. And I'm supposed to just sit here and like it and take it and put up with it and just watch. Driving back from our